YouTube. Finally, good morning. It is 11:07 in Las Vegas. 11:07 a.m. I believe it is still 40 something degrees out. So we're having a cold snap, which is one of the reasons why I'm finally getting outside. I'm going to tell you that I had to wait for it to warm up. I'm going to tell you that I had to wait for it to warm up. But realistically speaking, I had to get my mind right. I had I had this thing, and I call it the case of the Mondays. Case of the Mondays. As you guys can see, my blinds are still closed. Feeling a little blah. Let's get those blinds open, get that light shining in. I had to get my mind right, my mental right. And, I do have the work that I do affords me to sit there and be like, you know what? I'm going to lay here for a minute. And make sure I, and here's the weird thing. I'd rather lay there for a minute or an hour or 2 hours than to do a lackluster, low performing job at my client's house. And I'll be very upfront with them. Hey, I'm not even feeling it today. Y'all see me tomorrow. Well, we haven't seen you in. This is what, would you rather have this, or would you rather have Mr. Monday showing up? I'd rather you say that I didn't show up and I was up front with the reason why, than me show up and do a piss poor job. And I want to title this like, subscribe, share. I'm not seeing no thumbs up. I'm seeing the numbers, but I'm not seeing no thumbs up. So give me a thumbs up. I want to title this. This is kind of men's health. What do men go through? A lot of times on social media, we hear about what the women go through, but men, we go through things too, where we sit in the garage and we ponder life. we do. We do, and I'm not the type to smoke my troubles away, for lack of a better term, or smoke my problems away, or dive into substances. I probably would dive into music, or I might just have a Monday, sit there and lay there. Some people may call it onset depression. It could be that. It could be that if I didn't catch it. But me, being a psychology major, I understand where that's coming from. It could be a spiritual attack. It could be just life. But I know that, hey, this is what's going on with my mental. I'm not about to go out into the world right now. I'm not about to go out into the world right now. And a lot of times, us men don't have anybody really to seriously talk to. For me, I have a close dear friend, and I was talking to her last night. She asked me, she said, well, how are you? How are things going? Do you feel any change? And we had a heart-to-heart conversation. We had a heart-to-heart conversation about my life, about her life, the direction I feel is going. At the end of our conversation, mind you, we don't talk often, but when we talk, I was on the phone with her for about three hours. 3 hours, and at the end of the conversation, she said, I got to go get some work done, and she thanked me. She said, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Hey, thank you for listening. You know, you'll have those people that you can really sit down and no judgment, that you can be like, hey, and here's the weird thing. Your friends, when they ask you how it's going in life, you can't even lie to them because they know you lying. They know you lying. They know you. Hey, hey, I've been knowing you too long. What's up? Come to speak of it, I got a friend today that I got to check up on. You know, I haven't seen him or heard from him. You know, hey, reach out to your friends. Reach out to your friends. A lot of times, can you tell your spouse some of the things that's going on in your head? Some things I say, hey, tell it to a good friend or tell it to the good Lord. You know, some people in life may not be ready to receive the message that you have or understand what's going on. And then you have those that do understand, like, man, I've seen you all your life. I understand you. You know, let me pray for you. Men's health. What goes on in the mind of a man? Sometimes we just sit in the garage. So, you know, some men go to a bar. You know, some men sit on the sofa aimlessly. Whatever it is that's going on, hey, you could drop a comment in the comment section. That's one thing about me. I keep everything confidential. Keep everything confidential. Women, I'm not going to tell you women to reach out to me. I'm not going to do that. But get you a strong sister, strong mother, who you can actually say, hey, you know, A, B, C, and D, you know. And I know a lot of you guys might be like, well, go get a counselor. Go talk. My take on counseling is that you need to get somebody that knows you. You know, you need to get with somebody that knows you and that you trust. That you trust. Somebody that can I cuss now? Somebody that can call you out on your shit and set you straight. Don't go get a stranger. You don't respect a stranger. You don't respect a stranger like you respect Mama Bear, Papa Bear, your brother, saying, hey, no, that's BS. That's BS. And here's the thing, you ain't gonna you cannot go back to the counselor. You can be like you cannot like what a counselor says and choose to terminate their service or not go back to them and get somebody else to tickle your ear. But you can't do that with your relatives. You can't do that with your close friend that's been there saying, hey, you that's a BS. What you gonna tell them? They know you. Anyway, let's title this men's health and how it can possibly affect the relationship or your relationship with your significant other. You know, things you can do, because a lot of times us men do go through things. A lot of times we look around. Yeah, we do. A lot of times, Twitch, for an example, you see his wife resurfacing in the news. You know, happy-go-lucky guy. What time is it? 11:16. That just happened to end his life out the blue. He was going through something. And his wife, my perspective, his wife knows. His wife knows. When men decide to themselves out the blue, that partner knows. Robin Williams, same thing. His wife knows what's going on. They just don't tell the public. You don't know what that man was dealing with behind closed doors, but she know. She know. And a lot of times, their only way of escape is either to walk away. You know, why do men just leave? Why do men just disappear into the sunset? You know? Hey, they feel like they can't deal with it anymore. Sad thing, and maybe they've been trying to say something through a relationship, and when saying or talking is not effective, they just leave. I've been there. I've been there. What do women do? Whew. A woman will, her presence will still be there. Her presence will still be there, but she'll be gone in her head. Stay tuned. I'm gonna go hit the gym up for an hour, see if I can get some work done. I'm ready now. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let me know what you guys, men and women, how you cope with what I call the Mondays, especially in a relationship. Peace.